Good evening and welcome to Season 39 of AD2L Challenger League, Nameless versus Jay. We are getting started off here with the drafting session. I have no idea what either of these teams is going to do because I've never actually followed either one of these teams, so this will be fun. We got a Dawnbreaker band coming out first from Nameless.
10 seconds. All right, Dyer gets the ban.
Marana has been banned by Team J. Feels weird just saying J.
Radiant gets the ban.
Nature's Prophet is also being banned by J. Also, Team J has got some long names. I'm going to have to shorten these.
5 seconds. Dyer gets the ban.
Warlock has been banned by Nameless. Not a whole lot interesting happening as we lead into the
All right.
Game 1 and the initial bans. Undying is banned by Jay, as well as Lone Druid. We'll get one more ban from Nameless, and then the first pick will be down.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it. Radiant's up.
Phantom Assassin has been banned out. She's been an absolute menace for this patch. Just insane amounts of damage, insane amounts of escape. If you don't ban her, you pick her.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
And the first pick by Nameless will be the Treant Protector. Good strong laner, good pusher, good disable, BKB piercing root.
Seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's up. Banning time. Oracle.
And Jay went ahead and picked up Oracle as their first pick. Really good amount of sustain, saves, and if you're good at planning it just right, a solid nuke.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now. 5 seconds. Radiant's up. Banning time.
And we're back to banning, and Nameless has chosen to ban the Huskar. I'm not a very good hero drafter. I don't know what counters what, so
10 seconds.
I don't really know what either draft is going for yet.
5 seconds.
So I'm not going to pretend to add color here.
Dyer gets the ban.
And Templar Assassin has been banned. It appears Nameless is banning out mids they just don't want to play against. I wonder if that means their next pick is going to be their
Dyer's
mid.
choice. Let's give him a second. Lot of heroes.
Gyro's been banned out by Jay, and this will lead into pick number 2 for Team J.
Seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's up.
Void incarnate.
Void Spirit for pick number 2. Now the question is this going to be their mid or their pause 1? I have seen this season, or should I say this patch, Void Spirit being played is a pause 1. Him being a universal hero, he can just do insane amounts of damage while also having a ton of HP, and it helps out with his escape and his initiate that does just insane amounts of nuke. And how will Nameless respond to the Void Spirit pick?
Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet. I'd roll
And the Kunkka has been picked up for Nameless. Currently the highest win rate hero in the game. And I know for a fact Casey is just an insane Kunkka player and will probably be leading this game from the pause 3.
We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
To be fair, Casey's just insane. Doesn't really have anything to do with Kunkka. And what will they pair with the Kunkka?
All right, Dyer's turn.
Silencer has been picked up. If you were going to pick Silencer, you might want to left Dawnbreaker in the pool, since that's a direct counter.
5 seconds.
Unless you ban Dawnbreaker so they wouldn't ban Silencer. But, you know, again, I'm not good at drafting. I'll leave that to the captains. But thinking you have an across the map counter initiate, and then Silencer pops his ult, and you no longer have a counter initiate, does kind of suck for the Dawn player.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Jay has picked up Bristleback as their third pick. I'm pretty confident that's going to be their pause 3, but in this crazy world of weird heroes going mid, we'll see what happens. I saw a Ricky mid yesterday, and I wasn't a big fan of that. But people do it. Whatever Thompson does, people will copy.
5 seconds.
The drafting phase is the most exciting part of casting Dota. That's where I get to have the most fun. So I guess if I want another drink, I should go get it now.
Radiant's turn to
Nah,
pick.
I'll make it. I'll wait until in between the games. Rubik picked up for the 4th pick on Team J. That'll be the second support. I don't know if I believe the Rubik will probably go the 4 position and Oracle will take the 5 position, but I know nothing about
10
Jay.
seconds.
I know very little about Nameless, so we'll see how that goes.
We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a beer.
Radiant gets to ban.
Drow Ranger.
All right, Dire gets to ban.
All right, I am back just in time for a Nyx Assassin ban and a Drow Ranger pick for Nameless.
Seconds. 5 seconds.
Maybe I should make that my stick. I just cast and slowly get drunker throughout the night. Seems like it'd be fun. Alright. Ban out from Jay for Queen of Pain.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart. 5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it. Radiant gets to ban.
And Earth Spirit has also been banned by Jay. And what will Nameless's last ban be? Ugh, I'm kind of glad they banned Nyx Assassin as a support player. It's just the worst.
5 seconds.
You'll go into a fight and you'll think, all right, I'm ready to fight with the team. Nyx will pop out of the shadows and be like, bitch, you thought. And the last ban for Nameless will be Winter Wyvern. What will be their last pick? What will tie this draft together and give us a cohesive and strategic fun game one?
10 seconds. Just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds. All right, Dyer's turn.
All right.
Points away.
Angolier will be picked up for the final pick for Nameless. That'll probably be a mid-Pango, 3 Kunkka, 1 Dro, 4 or 5 Silencer, and Treant.
10 seconds.
And how will Jay respond to this
5 seconds.
Pango pick? They have 30 seconds to decide before Lord Gaben decides for them.
Cave Johnson here, founder and CEO.
The Bloodseeker has been picked up as the final pick, and here is our draft for Game 1, Nameless versus Jay. This is the group stage, so this is a best of 2. And then we get to go to bed early. Lets these teams drag the game out well into the evening and keep me up. That is a wild Treant set. Did he like grow up out of the ground into a skeleton? I want that Treant set. Buy your items, plan your strategy, because here it goes. That's a nice win percentage for Dro there. Not Not a bad win percentage overall for Mr. Butka. I'm gonna fuck everyone's names up. All right. And we're starting off with a pause. We'll see how this goes. There have been a lot of disconnections this evening. It was actually announced early on, before the game started, that the servers were having some issues and people have been disconnecting. So there is a chance this series will get delayed until next week. But this just gives both teams a little bit more time to plan, a little bit more time to decide how they want to handle game one here. I do not know either team's lineups very well. I can just tell by what they've picked where everyone is going. I believe that's going to be a... Actually, I still don't know who's their mid and who's their one. Alright, the captain of J has reconnected. Take a look at some starting items. Alright, and here we are going into game one. Nameless versus J. Let's go ahead and introduce the teams. We'll head over to Nameless first, since I know a couple of these guys. We have KCMJ playing the Kunkka. Tyro will be sporting the Dro this evening. Dom Bomb will be playing Treant. Finesse on the Silencer, and Nua as Pangolier. Moving over to J's side, we have Ru Elamo. I feel like that should be like in Spanish, but I can't really... If I butcher any of these names, feel free to reach out to me later and tell me I butchered it. Kai will be playing the Bristleback. Let's move on over here. Blue Jay will be playing your Void Spirit, and we may have a first blood potential here. US Danny playing Oracle is being chased down by all of Nameless and will give up first blood to Nua on the Pangolier. And last but not least, JBay8. Yeah, JBay8 playing the Bloodseeker. And it looks like Nameless is set up to take at least 2 of the runes. And the voice lines are already coming out. Rubik sitting over here, being a Rubik, as Rubiks do.
It all comes down to you and your teammates, technically. But Greg, can they hear me?
All right, it looks like we're going to do a 2-for-2. Kai and Rue are going to pick up the 2 bounty runes. Finesse and Nua will pick up the other 2. And as we can see the laning stage breaking down, I can actually finally see where everyone is going. This does look to be a pause 1 Void Spirit. Finesse sitting on the high ground, probably just trying to get a little bit of vision. So we do have Blue Jay is the pause 1 for Jay. The 5 position will be played by Oracle. US Danny, their captain. And let's go ahead and get the stats up. Last hits and denies. There we go. I am solo casting this evening, so I apologize if I miss any action, a kill in a lane. I'll try my best to keep an eye on everything, but you know how these go. And the 4 and the 5 are trading some blows, but, you know, pretty common. Let's go take a look at the bottom lane. Tyro playing slot 1 for Nameless. Kai is the pause 3, and Rue will be the pause 4 for Jay. And Dom Bomb is the 5. And it does look like a Bloodseeker mid who is now diving deep into Tier 1 territory. Rubik getting low. He'll be alright. Casey getting in there. He doesn't want to risk that one more hit. And he'll let US Danny live for now. Silencer also getting a little low. Danny's been hit with the Arcane Curse. Ooh, but US Danny hit level 2. got the Purifying Flames, got the Fortune's End, and was able to take down the Silencer with very little effort. This top lane, Nameless are going to need to burst down Void Spirit if they want to kill him, because the Oracle will just heal him back up pretty quickly. Bristleback getting really low in this bottom lane. Dro and Treant is going to be a really painful lane to play against. That's a lot of slow. And unfortunately, Bristleback's kind of weak until he gets a couple levels in his Bristleback. Such a creative name. Mid lane, we're just taking a look here. It looks like Pango and Bloodseeker are pretty even. Let's take a look at the levels. Yeah, they're pretty much dead even on levels. Last hits are favoring the Bloodseeker a little bit since he does have 5 denies on top of his 13 last hits. But it's not how you deny, it's what you deny. So as long as he's denying the range creeps or not, it should be fine. Take a look back top lane. Void Spirit is getting a couple more last hits on top of the Dro. The Oracle is keeping the pause 3 and 4 from Nameless on a bit of a chase here, giving him a little bit more space. Bottom lane, we'll take another look. Dro's just harassing everyone out of lane, and she's able to get her last hits in.
Nothing.
Just Oracle and Silencer playing with each other. Bristleback real low there. Kind of had to run back behind the tower. And Dom Bomb will not give him the space to breathe. Hitting him with a Leech Seed and the Nature's Grasp. Bottom lane, Oracle's kind of got himself a little out of position here, and Kunkka and Finesse are going to try to take care of this. Ooh, not quite enough to burst him down. Bottom lane, Treant getting real low. And Bristleback will fall to the Dro Ranger in the back there. Yeah, this ward right here from Jay is doing a lot of work. Wow, how did I... Oh, there we go. Still learning how to control the camera. Alright. Take a look top lane, or mid lane, sorry. We have Pango and the Bloodseeker still hitting at... Oh, hang on. Top lane. Void Spirit getting really low. And the burst from Kunkka will go ahead and take him down. Tidebringer and X and Torrent. Just all of Kunkka's kit is designed to burst you down and make your life miserable. Also, Tidebringer is also starting to afford Kunkka quite a bit of last hits here. He's starting to rival the mid lane last hits. Finesse is going to go ahead and start rotating mid. Drops a ward down. Don't know if the Bloodseeker has spied him yet. Kind of a double ward here. But yeah, that one just expired, so that's alright. Bottom lane. This is still a bit of a brawl. There's Dro. There she is. Dro's really low. Bristleback's got a couple levels now into his Bristleback, and he's becoming quite a pain in the ass for the Dro. Kind of pushing her out of lane, making her a little bit harder last hit. She is still doing pretty good on farm. She's pretty much even with the Void Spirit in last hits. It looks like that high ground ward finally did expire. Alright, top lane, we do have mid rotating up here. Have they spotted him out yet? Void is staying out of lane. They've probably called the miss, and I don't see any wards, so I don't know if they spotted him, but they smell something awry. Void Spirit is staying back behind the tower in the trees, and the Pango roll is down. And Void Spirit's going to leave, but I don't think Oracle's going to survive. Bloodseeker came in and did a rupture on the Pango. Pango does have the double damage rune, but he's going to TP out. Oh, and the Void Spirit missed. So No deaths here, but 2 ultimates were expended. Bloodseeker is trying to chase down the Silencer, and not a whole lot happened besides just some mindless violence, which is a ton of fun for everyone, really. And it looks like the Wisdom Rune will be picked up by the Silencer, and I believe the other Wisdom Rune was picked up by the Bristleback. So both teams 1 for 1 on the Wisdom Runes. Alright, looks like Rubik has found that up there. Alright, they have Kai locked down. They have him behind the bramble, so he can't really leave. He's got to walk through the slow, and I think that'll be just enough damage. But the last tick of the Bristleback spikes will go ahead and take down Dom Bomb on the Treant. Dro is not done. She is still looking for blood and chasing down this Rubik. She's plenty of mana, level 6. Oh, the Jukes. The Jukes. She gave up.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. It's kind of funny.
The Bloodseeker actually was a pretty good pickup against the Pango. It kind of fucks up his whole role, being a BKB piercing rupture. Go take another look bottom lane. Kai does have the Vanguard. I don't know when he got the Vanguard, but he does have it. Unfortunately, Dro's damage kind of goes through that. All right, Oracle did rotate mid to try to help kill the Pango. We do have a Rupture down on Nua. He is low. Bloodseeker is in race car mode. Dro is just laying into the Bloodseeker. They're keeping him nice and slow. And one more hit, and that was a failed gank attempt. That was a dead Bloodseeker in favor of Nua. Dro was in range to get some EXP. And we have 3 members of Nameless sitting mid. I believe they're going to try to take this tower. Rubik has decided to come as well. They do have vision down. Bloodseeker is teleporting back in. Thankfully, there's not a disruptor, so he will not be sent back to the base immediately. Right. Bristleback is real deep, and Tyro is out for blood in the water. And he'll go ahead and TP out. And Dom Bomb does not have his ultimate yet, so he will not be stopping that TP, and the Bristleback will be safe. He did teleport all the way back to the fountain, though, which will give Tyro a little bit more space to farm. Alright, Void Spirit has been picked up. X, Torrent, boat, dodges the boat, though, and walks away back behind the tower. Assimilate. I don't know the names of skills, so you'll have to give me a minute to look them up. Ooh. Tidebringer almost cleaving him down. Alright, we have Bloodseeker came back top again. And the 3 of them finally take down the Kunkka. He was able to TP out. Good play by Casey.
Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is
Dom Bomb has rotated top to also help out here. And Pango has decided to roll with the Rupture down. There's no danger here. Rubik is only level 5, so he can't steal it. Rubik a little out of position in front of the tower, and he'll be picked off. Maybe? Yes. Oracle locking down the Treant. Treant getting real low. And he'll go ahead and fall to the Oracle. But Pango will go ahead and pick off the Oracle. And the Void Spirit is out of mana entirely here. So if he gets found, he is dead. But, oh man, Bloodseeker real low. He's done been X into the Torrent, and that'll go ahead and pick off the Bloodseeker as well. And the Pango, I believe Silencer was a... Oh no! Void Spirit was able to deny himself to a neutral creep there at least, so that was nice. And Tier 1 tower... top lane will fall in favor of Nameless, opening up, or sorry, shrinking the map for the Void Spirit to farm. And the Dro is now laying into the bottom Tier 1 tower herself. It should go ahead and take that down as well. She's not really being challenged. No one's DPing on this. Just kind of letting her have it. And Kunkka is sitting on 77 last hits, just 20 ahead of the next person in first place. Second place. Whatever. Kunkka's got a lot of last hits. Let's take a look at net worth. He may have all the last hits, but Pango is sitting with all the net worth. And it looks like Swashbuckle will be picked up by the Rubik. He'll use that to get away, but he gets away right on top of the Kunkka Torrent. Kunkka has Vote available, and he's going to go ahead and use it to try to take out this Rubik. J8, you're real low. Ooh, the shield rune. Very fortunate. He'll go ahead and run away with his NASCAR level of speed. We have Dro, Pango. Looks like we're going to have our first big team fight. Only two people aren't here, Void Spirit and the Bristleback, but Dro has gotten the icy cold arrows into the back of the Bloodseeker. Oracle has been X'd up, and he will also be taken down. Tyro on the Dro will take the Bloodseeker kill, and Nua will take the kill for Uvis Danny. And Kunkka is just going to go ahead and TP bot lane, where a nice tasty Bristleback is sitting. And as the brawls break down, we have a 7k lead at 12 minutes in favor of Nameless. And everyone kind of goes back to their breaking down and farming. The question becomes, what is Jay to do with these? Where's Jay's power spikes here? What's going to be their turning point where they can start coming back into this? Because right now, Nameless is just taking the steering wheel and driving the car their own direction. And as the map is shrinking in favor of Nameless, they are not quite getting where they need to go. It does look like we have the Echo Saber coming up soon on the Void Spirit. Oh, bottom lane. Bristleback just getting a little bit of last word in. Sorry, Arcane Curse and last word in, as he's just going to kind of sit and farm through it. He is working on the Ags, which is absolutely insane for Bristleback on this patch. Spins around, shoots, what is it, 6 Squill Spikes? Yeah, 6 sequential Squill Spikes back to back to back. On top of his normal ones, on top of his Bristleback spikes. So it just, that adds up quickly. So if he starts getting tanky and hard to kill, he'll become a problem really quickly for Nameless. Rue running on the Rubik. He's just trying to get his typical support items. He doesn't even have his mana boots yet. He does have last word stolen, which is pretty good for him. He does have a smoke in his backpack, I believe. Jay are going to want to group up and probably attempt to make a gank here as soon as they get a couple items out. Oracle already does have his boots, his mana boots. Just picked up the Invis rune. He also has a smoke and some wards and a mango. Nothing really fancy happening there. Go take a look at Bloodseeker. He's pretty close to his Maelstrom. That'll increase his farm quite a bit. But really, for a mid Bloodseeker, he should be running around and doing the damage. He should be controlling the tempo of these fights and making everyone's life hell. We do have 3 of Nameless. Yeah, 4 of Nameless sitting real close to tier 2 mid. They're hoping to get a pick off on one of these supports who are roaming around and warding. I do believe, yep, they do have vision. Multiple bits of vision. That, wait, what the fuck? Why do they have, I'm going to assume that was a mistake. Looks like US Danny picked, oh no. I think he meant to put a sentry down, but there was already that one.
Don't look now, but
a lot of extra vision. And it looks like they TP'd back. They have decided they don't like this Bristleback pushing this deep into their base. They don't like him cutting the lanes. This is 3 members of Nameless pushing real hard onto the Bristleback. Treant ult has been expended. I believe the boat is still available. The boat. And Torrent brought in, and Torrent was brought in, and Silencer was close enough to pick up his silence. Permanent stolen intelligence. He is sitting at 10 stolen intelligence. Alright, let's go back and see where Jay's at. I believe yep. Bloodseeker does have his Maelstrom. Should increase farming capabilities here. And I believe Voidseeker, yep, it does have his Echo Saber. And, ooh, crap. I apologize. I looked away for a second and Rubik exploded. As if he was full of TNT. Alright, they're walking up. They have found the Bloodseeker. He is silenced. Hit. Global silence is out. They do not want him getting saved by the Oracle. Could still maybe. There it is. Oracle, false promise down on the Bloodseeker. And he will TP home. Oh, but the X will bring him back, and that will take him out. Oracle and the Bloodseeker are going to go ahead and die there. Tyro will pick up the kill on the Oracle, and Casey's going to pick up the kill on the Bloodseeker. 8k gold lead. The net worth is starting to get a little out of control for Nameless.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a mark. That baby is coming down.
Void Spirit needs stats badly. He needs damage. Right now, there's not a whole lot of damage outside of Bristleback's quills. or Bloodseeker's ultimate coming out of Jay right now. And Bristleback has found him a tasty tree, and he's going to see if he can chase him down, diving tier 1 tower. I do not know if TPs are up. TPs are up for Nameless. They could help him here, but I believe they're just going to let him fall. As they have bigger fish to fry, they're going to trade. Casey's been ruptured. Bloodseeker has been something. I don't know what was killing him.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a
Healing him up. He's running real fast since Gunka's very low. So is the Silencer. So Bloodseeker's super speedy.
Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of fun. Radiant's bottom tower is a pile of dust and gravel.
Alright, what was used there? Okay. Urn of Shadows. That's what was killing him slowly. Hengo is starting to get a little out of control too, but, you know, to be fair, mid lane can only do as good as his off lane. And if his off lane's not doing good, mid lane's not going to do it. So all these kills that the Pango has are all because of Casey. And no other reason. Definitely isn't skill. Alright, back to mid lane. Trina's trying to push it out a little bit. Oracle's trying to prevent that. We do have Bloodseeker nearby farming. But that's kind of all he's doing right now is farming. He's trying to get the blade mail. It should help him a little bit more in fights. Bristleback is about 500 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter, which will be a pretty big turning point for him. That'll actually help him quite a bit in the fights. And Nameless has decided they're going to take Roche. And the Aegis will go on to Nua Pangolier. Kai's going to run away. He is 10 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. And I believe that's when he's going to start getting a little bit more involved in these fights. Really, all of Jay have just been spread out farming, while Nameless is 5-man running at everyone. Just point, gun at face, run. The X is down. Oh, he didn't dissimulate. Oh, but he was able to go ahead and... what the fuck? No. Astral step away. Kunkka holding everyone down. Global Silence is down. Another boat. Kunkka's being chased down, and he will be picked off by Kai. That is quite a bit of gold straight into the Bristleback, who now does have his Aghanim Scepter, and he did decide to fight here. That was kind of a big turning point. And they were able to also pick off the Silencer, and here we go. Nua's going to go ahead and swashbuckle to the low ground, and he's going to hide in the trees. All of Jay is here, Nua. You sure? If they walk by and see you, you're going to have a bad day. You do have vision here, so they will see you. Oops. They will see you here. They're pinging him out. They see him. They know he's there. And he swashbuckled to the high ground, but he did get ruptured. Ruptured and rooted. It's kind of not a good combo. You don't really want to root the person you've ruptured. But I digress. That will pop the Aegis. He'll swashbuckle away, and he's going to run towards his treant. He's going to try to save him. Yep. Going to go ahead and put the Nature's Grasp down, slow everyone down, and he'll walk away. So the Aegis was expended. But that was quite a bit of... oh, well, let's fight recap. Whatever. There was about a 9k gold lead before in favor of Nameless, but after that fight, they were able to take back some gold. Bottom lane, Kunkka getting real low again, and the Bristle Brambles will kill him. Dro is laying into him, though, and that will go ahead and take care of him. He was able to kill the Kunkka, but he paid for it with his life. Mid lane, what do we got going on? Void Spirit. Starting to get some items now. He's pretty close to his Manta. That'll help him dodge some of these... a lot of this crap that Nameless is throwing at him. That'll give him a way out of the X, give him a way out of the Silence, way out of the Root, way out of the other Silence, or the other Silence, because they have a lot. Nameless has a lot of fucking Silence. All right, moving back over. Let's take a look at items while we're broken down and farming again. Bloodseeker has finished the Maelstrom, has finished the Blade Mail, is working on BKB, which he's against this lineup. He's going to need it. There is a lot of shut you up, hold you down coming out from Nameless. Alright, Bloodseeker, let's look at the other pause one. Take a look at Dro down here. Dro is also working on BKB. She's pretty close. She already has a Hurricane Pike, some treads, a wand, a cool hat. Somebody watches too much anime and decided that was a good hat. Anyway, moving on to the pause 2's about Team Nua. On the Pangolier, he has the ultimate orb. What's coming out on the courier? Oh, okay. Lincoln Spear on Nua. That's going to help him actually considerably against this Bloodseeker. Oh, hang on. Take a look. Remember, we're on the pause 2s. Tonka X'd up the Rubik. Ooh, didn't quite get the Torrent down, but it's a Rubik, and he's going to die anyway. Anyway, Nua just picked up a DD rune bottled up. Diffusal, Lincoln's, and a Bracer. He does have an Orb of Destruction as well. He's putting out some damage. He's putting out some more. Oh, no. Careful there, Danny. Oh, you've been... Oh, man. Half your HP in one swashbuckle cannot be fun. All right. Twos. Bloodseeker. We looked at Bloodseeker. We looked at Pango. Looked at Void. Kunkka, what do you got? Kunkka is very close to his Ags. He is about 1,000 gold away if he decides he does not want buyback. No. Here we go. They're diving tier 3s to kill this Oracle. The global silence is out just so they can disengage. Bottom lane. Bristle and Dro. Oh. Go back mid again. X onto the Bloodseeker. Swashbuckle at the Rubik. Uh-oh. Silencer's been singled out of position, and nuked. The boat will fall, but it will hit nobody. All they're going to get out of it is a Coca's Rum. And the Bristleback just standing his ground, does not care. Why is he throwing 2 boats? Oh, that was a Rubik's boat. That's why I was confused. Alright, and the Oracle will live. Kunkka will die. Pango will die. Silencer was dead at the beginning, so there's not a whole lot of control coming out. Dro out of position. Able to Hurricane Pike down to the low ground. Treant able to run away. False Promise onto the Bristleback, and they are tracing the Dro down. She's going to go ahead and TP out, and she will make it with a couple seconds to spare. Treant does tree things, and he'll just walk away as well. Treant does have a Blink Dagger now, and once he can get that Aghanim Shard, we'll have a Blink Root. Just on like a, what is it, a 4-second cooldown? 10 seconds cooldown. Which is pretty fucking nice. But the tree has been found by the Hedgehog, and the tree will blink away. He'll be just fine. He'll just get a nasal goo on him. He'll be sticky. Alright, let's back to items. Silencer, sitting with a 4-staff mana boost and an urn, stick, and the traditional support wards. Let's go ahead and take a look. Treant, what do you got? We just looked at your shit. You have... Oh, you almost have a Meteor Hammer. That'll be pretty nice. Very, very lane pushy. Rubik, we looked at... Rubik does also have a Blink Dagger. He's working on that. Aether Lens, which on top of the Arcane Supremacy will give him insane casting range in these fights. Bristleback, as we said before, he now has a Bloodstone, Aghanims, and he is working on a Yules. Yules and a Wind Waker. Just anything he can do to survive. The longer the Bristleback survives, the more pain in the ass he'll be for Nameless. Void Spirit finished up his Manta, working on the Echo Saber. He's working on the Harpoon now, which will make him an absolute menace to the supports. And oh! Dom Bomb was found by the Bristleback and tried to TP out, but the Aghanim Scepter from the Bristleback just pumping in the numbers of damage and just managed to take him out. Nua has that Lincoln Spear popped. The Bristleback's deciding to go deep, but he's going to go ahead and Pango's going to roll. Okay, he kind of rolled up and out of the way. And they're going to chase the Bristleback down, and that's going to be an early False Promise from Oracle just so Bristleback can disengage. He'll be back to full health. He'll be fine. But that did rotate 2 of the Nameless guys over to try to protect Pango. And Bristleback is undeterred. He's going to keep standing up here at this tier 1 for Nameless. I don't think I ever saw the tier 1 bottom fall for Nameless, but that is the only tower right now missing for Nameless. Oh, hang on. And Bristleback's out of position and all alone, and he will be picked off by the Pangolier. Kunkka and Silencer have also teleported. All of Nameless is coming to this fight. Rubik super low, and that'll pick off the Rubik, the Bristle, and the Oracle for nothing. Lost on the side of Nameless. They even get to keep their tier 1 tower. I don't even think we lost any ults there. Did Boat get used? Boat didn't even get used. We do have Torrent Storm available on the Kunkka now. The Aghanim Scepter is finished. He's now working on the Shivas. Void Spirit, what are you rocking? What you doing, homie? Still working on the Harpoon. Bloodseeker. I don't like mid lanes that have to fuck off to farm, personally. I guess maybe he had a bad start. So he is now off farming while his team is fending for their life. He does need that BKB desperately, though, so this isn't the wrong play. It's just
Dyer's middle tower
there's
is
other
secured.
mids that could have
Ready to
been there
spend
helping
its
you
last
fight.
brick.
US Danny
Dyer's middle
working on the
tower is
Glimmer
taking
Cape, a
one
little bit
hell
more
of a
survival, and the tier 2 will fall. And now, after the tier 2 has fallen, Jay have decided to fight, and the Bristle is the first target. He is getting really low. And the Dro just laying in the damage from the back. But the Void Spirit is here. The Void Spirit has jumped onto Dro, and so has the Bloodseeker. The Bloodseeker just finished his BKB. Wonderful timing for this fight. They're able to take down the Kunkka, take down the Dro. They have lost the Bristle. They have lost the Oracle. They have lost the Rubik. And the Pangolier is going to go ahead and clean up. And there we go. That is a full team wipe in favor of Nameless. Everyone on Team J is dead. We have 3 buybacks for Rubik, Bristle, and the Void Spirit. But that was a triple kill for the Pangolier. And we got another kill. Kai was able to stop the Dro's turreting from the back, though. So that was quite a lot of gold. But let's see, take a look at the fight recap here. We do have a 2,500 gold swing in favor of Nameless for that fight. And it appears some shit talking is coming out from both sides. I love it when the camaraderie of hating each other at all times is what keeps us Dota players together. It keeps us coming back for more. We like the abuse. We like shitty compendiums. I bought it anyway because, you know, I like the abuse. Anyway. Hengo Illusions Strong.
Regeneration.
Dro does have her BKB. She's working on a Silver Edge now. I'm going to say Shadow Blade, but nope. The Void Spirit is now... Working on... excuse me. Working on a Chrysalis to do a bit more damage. I mean, man, these Universal here. Look at this shit. Just... With stats alone, he's sitting at almost 300 right-click damage. Just... Because, you know, fuck it. Why not? Thanks, Gabe. Alright. Rubik has not finished the Aether Lens. He could finish it now if he wanted to. All he's got to do is pick up the Void Stone and disassemble the Mana Boots, but he is probably wanting to save for buyback this late in the game. Nameless still holding on to 2 of their tier 2s, and in contrast, Jay only have 1. Sorry, Nameless is still holding on to 2 tier 1s, while Jay only have 1 tier 2 left. Tormentor was picked up by Jay, and the shard will go to US Danny on the Oracle. That's a big shard. That's a really big shard. That's a lot of heal and a lot of bonus heal. I apologize, as you could hear, my co-caster is a cat. Alright, what do we have going on here? Yeah, pop the Lincolns. They are wanting the Pango. Treant's going to TP in and ult. False Promise onto the Bristleback, but they're going to go ahead and take out the Oracle so he can't pull any more bullshit like that again. He did not drop his shard skill. We do have Kunkka pushing on the backline, getting on the supports. Or Rubik getting really low. Rubik going to die. They do have Void Spirit on top of the Dro. Didn't get the silence off, and the Void Spirit was able to step away. Astral Step? Is that the name of it? Yeah, Astral Step away and be just fine. They were able to pick off both the supports for Jay for costing nothing but an ult. 2 ults, 3 ults. And 4 ults were used. I'm going to barely call... I'm not going to consider Ghost Ship a big ult, because it's a pretty low cooldown. Torrent Storm. That's the big one. The big kahuna. Kunkka's head is way too small for his body. Look at this. Look at Kunkka. His tiny little head. Dro's head's like twice that size. Pango's head's like 3 times that size. Bristle back. Roshan has been taken out by Nameless, and the Aegis has gone to the Dro Ranger. And she immediately teleported top. They want this Kunkka. They want this Kunkka. They want this Bristleback. They see him. They just need to get the silence. And the silence is down, and the Bristle's being hit. False Promise, or not False Promise. Fortune's End is going to go ahead and purge off the silence and the slow and let Bristle get away. Bristle did just pick up a haste rune. He's going to be a... He's a Sonic the Hedgehog now. Kunkka smells blood. And he's going to let it go. They know where Bristle is. They're going to chase him down. This haste rune only has another 4 or 5 seconds. And he walks right into the silencer. Gets silenced up. He does have the Yules. He's going to Yules himself up. Gets purged by the Oracle. There is the Bloodstone with the Aghanims drop. And the Treant's on the back line. The Treant is giving this Rubik a hard time. The Global Silence is going to come down, and they will go ahead and pick off the Rubik. Bloodseeker is wailing into the tree, trying to get him out of the fight, but there's no damage. The damage isn't there. He has been X'd. Bloodseeker is going to be brought back into the fight, and he's going to get torrented up and killed. Both supports have fallen. And it looks like while it was happening on the back line, Void Spirit was able to pick off the Silencer, but Void Spirit, you don't have any, all your cooldowns are up. He's rooted, he's slowed, X'd, brought back, silenced, slowed, killed. And the Bloodseeker, the only one to survive was the Bristle. The Bristle's the one who started the fight. His team tried to back him up, and they all died. All they got for it was a silencer. 12k gold net worth lead in favor of Nameless right now. I'm not really sure what needs to happen, but a lot of Nameless's heroes are tanky as hell, and there's just not a lot of damage coming out from Jay. Like, you got the Bristleback. Bristleback's pretty much all of their damage. We'll take a look at the scorecard at the very end and see, where exactly all the damage was. The Oracle has done a great job this game of keeping everyone alive, but just, as an Oracle, you're a pinata full of gold for the enemy team, and they love to pop you open and take it. The Void Spirit is indeed a threat to the Silencer and the supports, but that's really it. Torrent Storm has been used. They took mid-tier 3 and the melee racks, and then walked away using Torrent Storm to disengage, as the Void Spirit is now respawning. Man, so much has been happening. I haven't even had a chance to drink. I'm going to take a moment to drink. If anything cool happens, y'all tell me. Ooh. At 9%, it's different than the 5%. Alright. We haven't looked at items in a little while. Silencer, rocking a Vessel, Force Staff, and a greater healing. Oh no, Oracle. Or the supports. Why are the supports so far forward? No! Oh no, it's just awful. And, yep. Oracle and Rubik are killed immediately. The Bristleback came in to try and help, but he got Silver Edge, he got broken, he heals himself up, and just the entirety of Nameless is surrounding him and took him down with very little effort. Dro did get really low there, but I believe, yeah, she still does have the Aegis. And Dro's going to get X'd to TP back and heal up. And Nameless are just going to walk up. No Bristle, no Rubik, no Oracle. It is only a Void and a Bloodseeker, and they're just going to walk up. And I believe, yep, they're going to go for the top racks. Bloodseeker is trying to take a tier 1 tower just to inject a little bit of gold into his team. But I'm afraid this does look like the game is over in favor of Nameless for game 1. Yeah, they're trying to push the lanes out, but unfortunately there are a creep on the high ground middle. And the Oracle out of position again. I don't know if he was taken out of position or if he just was out of position. Nua sitting at 17-1, all thanks to his Gunka. None of those kills were earned by him himself. Dro Ranger sitting at pretty. They're going for the game here. Jay, this is your last stand. You're going to need a TP in if you want to take care of this. Alright, Blue Jay has come back. Everyone's back. This is their last stand. They do not have an Oracle. They do not have the sustain. They get the Blood Rupture down onto the Pango. He cannot roll. Pango's getting really low. Dro's getting low. Dro's been killed by the Void Spirit. But she does have Aegis. Pango was killed, and he bought back. He's TPing back in. Torrent Storm playing hell for Nameless. Global Silence down. Nameless is going to have to disengage, at least for the silence up. Bloodseeker down. Bloodseeker buyback. Rubik down. Rubik does have buyback. Is he going to use it, or is he just hoping they disengage? Dro still hitting in. Dro BKB. Dro is deciding to run into the Bristle. Bristle's getting False Promise, and Dro will drop again. She does have buyback available. Bloodseeker, he found him a silencer. He's real low. and he will pick him off. All right. A lot happened there. Let's go ahead and assess the damage. We have no top racks and no mid racks from Dire. All that is left is tier 3 and tier 2 bottom lane. And Jay is pushing in. They're going to try to take this tier 2 mid. They are currently fighting through backdoor, but the creep are not far behind to unlock the back door and let them slide in smoothly. Pango swashbuckling in. Oh, he's been ruptured again. Pop the Lincolns, and that will be a dieback for Nua. But Treant is cutting the waves, pushing it in. We do have a bunch of mega creeps sitting up on that top lane, pushing through. They're about to hit a Naked Ancient. There are no tier 4s. Bloodseeker's going to TP back to take care of that, but that leaves Jay very vulnerable, though there is no Dro, there is no Pango. But the Kunkka and the Treant are alone pushing out damage. See, is Treant going to get this courier? Get that courier, Treant. Get it. You know you want it. Ah, come on. All right. Go ahead and head back. Rubik. Oracle. They're not out of this yet. If they can just prioritize the right targets. Let's see who has buyback and who doesn't real quick. We do not have buyback on... Well, we have buyback on 3 of Nameless and 2 of Jay. But the 2 that have buyback are, well, your damage and your keep your damage alive. So I can say, you know, they could pull something out, assuming they get wiped. All right, Void Spirit. Let's take a look at items. Void Spirit sitting with a Daedalus, and it looks like he's going to buy... What the fuck did he buy? Whatever. He has a Daedalus, Manta, and a Harpoon. Let's take a look at Dro sitting with a Silver Edge, Hurricane Pike, BKB, working on the Eagle Song. Let's go ahead and go to the number 2 positions. We have Bloodseeker, finished the Majolaneer, BKB, and Blade Mail. He should have more than that. But he doesn't. Anyway. Going to mid lane, other mid lane. Nua. Oh, fuck. Nua. There we go. Camera freaked out. Nua has a Scotty Basher, Diffusal, and a Lincoln's. He's a tanky boy. He's a tanky boy doing a lot of damage. All thanks to the Kunkka. Kunkka, speaking of which, has a Shiva's Blade Mail. Oh, hang on. Harder to ask Ags, but it looks like they found the Dro. But they found the Dro with the entirety of Nameless behind him. Global Silence down. Bristle is most of Jay's damage. If they can take him down, the rest of Jay is responding, try to save him here. Dro BKB. False Promise onto the Bristle. Void Spirit jumped in and tried to take care of the Dro in the backline, but almost cost him his life. Dro is real low. And the Bloodseeker will pick out the Dro. Dro does have buyback. Oracle taken down in the back by the Pango. Was expended by the Treant ult. Bristle back. Found him a silencer. He is now surrounded by 4 of Nameless. What the fuck killed Bloodseeker? I missed that one. That is a dieback on the Bloodseeker and on the Bristleback. Oh no, Bristleback is not on buyback, but he does not have enough gold for it. How much gold is he off? Oh, he's nowhere near it. He is not going to have buyback. And I believe all they lost in that fight was... Wait, did anyone die? No, no one on Nameless died for that. No. Pyro bought back. Dro Ranger bought back. And they've decided they don't want to take tier 2 towers. They're going straight for the big kahuna. They want the throne. Ooh, they found this. Ooh, the silence missed. The Dro got silenced. Oh, if they can take out the Dro, this will be a buyback, but the Void Spirit gonna go ahead and Manta dodge, get out. But ooh, Meteor Hammer missed. Global Silence is down. Pango laying into the Rubik. Rubik is down, no buyback. Bristleback is down, no buyback. And GG is called. Nameless will go ahead and take game 1. I do really want to see the scoreboard for the end of this and see where all the damage was for Jay. I can draw on the map. Look at that. All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard real quick, and then we will take a little break before game 2. I'm mostly interested in the damage. Yeah, Bristleback was all of the damage for Jay, whereas Nameless had a pretty good even distribution of who was outputting it. Even the supports, 17k damage is nothing to sneeze at when you're a support player. But nothing was really coming out. But if we look at healing, the hey man, Treant out healed an Oracle. That just wasn't. I don't know if the draft was good or what, but that was rough. And we will go ahead and take a break, and we'll see you at game 2.